welcome to a new episode of me talking about albums that I love. Today's album is Don't Mess With My Tempo by EXO. This album was released in 2018. It's by EXO on the SM Entertainment. Now, if you're a fan of EXO, or maybe if you just know a little bit about the history of EXO, you know that this is one of the last ones in which the member Lay is featured. You can see it in the music video for the main song Tempo, that he has a little bit of a moment there. But overall, these were some of the last moments that we saw him with the group. OT9 started to feel a little bit less common after this one. Which is bittersweet because it is a great album and also the albums coming after. But again, as an EXO-L, it's kind of a, messy situation. But we're not here to talk about this. We're here to talk about, the album. This album has 11 songs, and of course you also have the Chinese version of the song Tempo. Now, I want to talk about the music a little bit later. At the moment, let's just start with the physical album. This is one that I'm not fond of because it's a bit messy. So you have it like this, because this is, the right way, I suppose you can call it. However, if you open it, lovely. I really, really like this city. I love the style. I love how the logo of EXO is always incorporated in these designs. I think it's beautiful. However, here you have to kind of switch it, which is not something that I'm too fond of, to be honest. But I suppose this is kind of a me issue. I do love the costumes. I think it is sort of regal, but also like casual motorbike. I love that style. I think it suits them really well, and they all look amazing. And here's where it also annoys me, because you passed this one, and so, it's a bit messy. It's just this one, by the way. The rest is all right. It's just this one that it is horizontal, and that annoys me. Anyway, you open it, and I think it's also nice that the colors it's kind of black and white with a touch of red. I think that's really lovely. The voice, of course, look absolutely amazing. Now, this album has actually two versions, and I chose this because it was the one that was on the store, to be honest. This is one of those cases in which I'm just happy to have it, to be honest. The music, it's great, and one thing about EXO is that they're gonna look amazing, and the photo shoots are never gonna disappoint. Look at that. Amazing. We stand. And as per usual, at the end after the photo shoot, we have the track list. In the background, we have Oh La La La, which, also concert version, amazing. But anyway, in general, what I love about this album is that even though, leaving aside the physical aspect, which is just okay, let's be honest, is that the track list is very EXO, and I love that for EXO, you can show any of these albums, any of them, and it's going to tell you something about them and the range. What I mean by this is that even though they have the concept, sometimes they go a little bit deeper into the whole concept with the powers and everything. Overall, one thing you're going to hear is the quality of the voices, of the work as, a group. You're going to see them give you quality, and I love that. When you listen to this track, or you listen to an album maybe older or a more recent one, you are going to still go into this journey with them, and I love that. You're going to go with the hard songs that you want to dance to, that you want to have fun. You're going to go into the more sexy songs. And you're also going to have a bit of, an emotional one. You have a little bit of everything, and I love that. So of all of the songs, I love them. Anyway, we have Tempo, and let's talk a little bit about Tempo. Because one thing I love about this song is how particular it is, and how it is the main example of something that once in a while I like to show to someone that doesn't know anything about K-pop. People that just doesn't care, about it, and they're not particularly interested or dislike it, just don't know. And listening to this and just see what they think about it. Because I think it is a very important song, just because it is particular. And I think that's something that K-pop does amazingly. Sometimes they play with certain sounds, sometimes they do various things that really work. And I don't know, I get afraid of that, so I like to show it. Anyway, Tempo, an amazing song. I really, really love it. And 10 out of 10. We have all of the other songs, the lyrics as well as the credits. And again, great album. I really enjoy the songs. And As per usual with EXO, I would highly recommend to also look it at the live versions of many of the songs. Because they do certain changes, but also, again, the quality is just so amazing that you ended up being like, oof, which version is better, the live one or the, city one? They're really talented. So that's something that I appreciate. And at the end of the album, you go back to having to turn it and you have these beautiful photos. Now, one thing I don't like about this album is that, as you can see, he already it starts to kind of break a little bit. Also, as you can, if I put it like this, you can see that it is falling a little bit. Not my favorite, I'm not gonna lie. This is a type of album that is quite simple, to be honest. It's still lovely, but it can be done better. Next, this is a very simple album, so you're only going to get the usual SM thingy. I really like when they have this, because sometimes they don't. They have just kind of like an SM thing and that's it. I really like this. I don't know why they don't do it all the time. And let's open the photo card. I mean, I know which one it is, but Are you ready? Are you ready? Ta-da! It's Chen. Chen with a mullet, by the way, which, I'm kind of okay with it. I think it's really fun and interesting. And yeah, that's what I got in my album. Now, I want to say about, do I think you should buy the album? If you can, if you really want to. I would also kind of, tell you, check also the other version of the album. This is one of those cases in which both of them are kind of similar in quality and amount of things that they have. It's a simple album, very basic. You have the photo shoot, you have the lyrics, and you have the city, one photo card, and the SM thing. That's kind of the baseline, really, really baseline. So, considering K-pop albums in general, it's an okay album. For me, again, it's mainly because I like absolutely most of the songs, so I absolutely wanted to have this album with me. And also, again, I really like the style. I think the whole theme was lovely, and also because OT9 is a still feature, at least on the music, because I don't know if you can notice that it's only 8 in the pictures. But anyway, that's something for another day to cry about. So yeah, this was me talking about Dame So My Tempo, the EXO album that, again, if you want to at least listen to it, I highly recommend. Anyway, have a nice day. Bye-bye.